Hey everyone, no respawns here. Hope you're having a grand day. So I have finally finished Abernathy Farm. This one took me a bit longer than I was expecting, to be honest, because initially the whole plan was I was just going to wall it off and it was going to be already fully decorated because, it's already got people living there. And then as I was walking around, I realized, wait, this place is a dump. So this took me ages. But I'm quite pleased with how it's turned out, so I'm going to give you guys a wee tour. As always, I could probably have added more to this, but it got to the point where I had to kind of stop because I was just going to keep adding bits. So I'll give you a wee tour of the walls. This is similar in a layout, kind of similar, I guess, to my Red Rocket video, right? I kind of like the structure of the walls that I've done before. This one obviously has a lot more guard towers and turrets and things like that, but it does follow the same as my modded version, where it kind of ropes in the same area, except I've obviously added a bit more active stuff. Also, I've added Sheffield to this one. I don't know if you guys do the same, but whenever I have a settlement that has named settlers in it, I don't like adding settlers that don't have names. So either it's just the name settlers or no name settlers, not either or. So what I've done with Abernathy Farm is I've sent Sheffield here. So he is their bodyguard, and then the family can work in the fields and make everything run smoothly while he recovers from his booze and now new Coca-Cola addiction. But it looks pretty cool. I'm quite pleased with it. I do love this. I've mentioned this before, but I really like this design for my towers. So yeah, that is my tower design. What I like about Abernathy Farm, as you can see right there actually, is there are a couple of spawn points for the mobs. One of them is down here. One of them is over that side. And I think occasionally they spawn over there as well. And because I have quite a lot of turrets, as you can see, and this is a very low level area, what ends up happening is that just that happens. Literally that happens. Every time. Lol. I'll be doing some building and I'll just like, oh, someone's attacking, and normally my brain is like, right, well, I guess I'll help out. And then by the time I get outside, everything's dead anyway. It's great. There's loads of dead robots around. Loves it. Anyway. So the inside looks cool. I've left a few areas largely untouched, but some other areas not so much. So I do like my shop here. I wanted to, obviously I mentioned in my last video, I wanted every single settlement I build up to have its own little kind of almost established ecosystem, and one of the big things of the shop. I have assigned Connie, who's like the mother, to this, but she never actually works in it, so I think she has different... There she is, she's just hanging around because she's lazy. She actually does her scripted stuff in the farm instead. But she's technically assigned to it. The cool thing is, because she's assigned to it, she actually does boost the happiness. So I think the happiness is like 82 or something for this entire area. So I've left this area pretty much as is, though obviously it does look cool on the inside. And I've started to build up a bit more. The inside I've done loads, and you will see. So I've sort of just bulked areas out. This is one of those ones, it's a larger area than I was expecting, so it took a little bit longer. One thing I really like doing, and this is something I used to do back in the day, back in the earlier Fallout 4 days, is I like sinking floors into the ground to sort of add a little bit of walkways. It makes a little bit of sense, because obviously this area of the Commonwealth, or the Commonwealth generally, is quite wet, and there's loads of rain, so this, stops everything turning into mulch. Also, I do like Sheffield's little shack. Let's have a butcher's. Originally, I liked to put Sheffield in Sanctuary, but obviously I'd already built up and I didn't have any space for him. I was like, where can I pop him? And Abernathy is perfect. He can vibe, he's got a nice cozy little area. It's all grand. So back here, this was the one area, actually, I'll be honest, I didn't know what to do with. So I ended up turning it into, because obviously this is a trade shop where they're kind of scavenging bits now and then. I decided this was all the junk that they'd collected but not sorted through, so I just added a load of nonsense. There's a couple of choice bits in there that I've deliberately hid in, like distress pulsers, beryllium things, a little scanner back there. It's very, very cool. You can see the frame rate be a bit choppy, but it's all grand. Quite like the shop. Yeah, there is an invisible mat just there. Also, obviously I have them turned off for the sake of this video, but normally I have all of the radios glowing, and it's just quite nice hearing Diamond City Radio blaring in the background. Abernathy is one of those ones that I'm kind of glad I did it, because it's always one of those ones that I sort of leave, because it's kind of, it's similar to Finch Farm. It's already kind of built up as such. I never know what to do. Also, usually it's because I've spent loads of effort on Sanctuary and Red Rocket, so when I get to Abernathy, I'm like, really? I can't be bothered. Whereas now I've actually done something with it. Now, I didn't touch this specific area at all, and the reason being is you got their cat, and their cat has very specific pathing. So I've kept this area completely vanilla, so, you know, the cat can just sort of vibe. Right, now the interior. I really like the interior a lot. Abernathy Farm is an utter mess. Like, if just imagine how bad it looks when it's completely undecorated and I've not done anything with it. There are holes in every ceiling. There's absolutely zero privacy. Honestly, it does look a little bit better when it's nighttime, but it's just, I can't see anything with the lighting. But like, I just wanted to kind of build out the area a little bit more, but also kind of keep the same vibe of Abernathy. And I think I've done a fairly decent job. I do like their bathroom quite a bit, actually. Their loo before was absolutely diabolical. Here is the main family room. Looking cozy, looking nice. It just looks like they actually live here, and there's some semblance of, like, just a lifestyle, because before it was just so bad. There were holes in every, like, I'll go on the top here, but there were so many holes in the ceiling. So this area up here I haven't actually done very much with at all. But I had to end up patching out all of these little holes at the top. Oh, well, I tried to make it look believable, but still, it wasn't the best. Wasn't great. Little bit shit. Rain everywhere. If you probably notice as well, if you peek through here, oh no, not here. Here. So you see what I've done there? I've basically added plywood to all of the bedrooms. So the bedroom, this one didn't need it actually, to be fair. And then Lucy's room over here. I've added ceilings to everything, because otherwise it was just completely exposed to the elements. And then, like, there were holes in every... it's one of those things that initially I didn't think there'd be much work to do. And then when I started looking over everything, I was like, this place is just an absolute tip. So yeah, I've added some bits. There's quite a lot of decoration here, to be fair. A lot of the time was just trying to find... Oh, another one. They'll all be dead by the time I get out there. See, don't you? It's got like 60, 70 something defense. But yeah, no, I'm quite pleased how this turned out, because it does look fully kind of developed out. They're fully defended. They've got all the resources they need, but it also still kind of matches the vibe of Abernathy, which I think is one of those things that you don't want to lose. It was too tempting just to kind of like rebuild this completely, and I was like, no, what I'm going to do, patch it up, add some bits on the side, kind of bulk the settlement out, but not go too crazy. But anyway, hope you guys like that. Gave you a little bit of inspiration. This is a weird one. This is one I don't think I've ever actually technically built out Abernathy before. I've done it as a mod where I've just kind of added walls, but I've never actually built it out because I never know what to do. So hopefully this gives you a few ideas. As always, follow me on Twitter at norespawns. I will be probably the next one's probably going to be 10 pints, which should be done a lot quicker because it is just a case of walling it off. That one will be done quite quick because it's probably going to be one house. And I'm basically what I'm doing is I'm sort of just working downwards. So as of right now, as you can see, I might go that way actually. So maybe I'll do Outpost Samonia after 10 pines. Starlight is going to take me absolutely ages. Sunshine Tidings over here is going to be an absolute nightmare, but we'll get to that one eventually. But yes, this has been fun. I do like building these things up, and just like putting this level of detail in each one is just an absolute vibe. Anyway, I love you all. You take care.